Good morning. This is Brandy J coming from one of the Real Wise Studios here in. Oh shoot, I like that. I can hear myself so nice and crisp. But yeah, it's coming from New York because I still can't pronunciate the freaking. Yeah, I'm in New York, East Coast. But y'all knew that, right? We already knew that. We confirmed that. So good morning, everybody. I did say I'd be on this morning. Here we are. Today, well, here at East Coast, it's 10:39, and today is Thursday, right? So today would be big day for me. It's my live today, not my live premiere show of a lady's life. We'll get into that a little later. Today is morning solutions, basically. But I'll start in a minute. I'm just gonna talk a little BS first before I talk about anything because I do these live spontaneously. I have not a set time. Um, Maybe I should start, but I just been seeing what happens. Certain times of the day, morning, even yesterday was more of a interactive um interactive audience. Because the time zones are like different, so you just never know. So, all right. Good morning to whoever's in here. I hope you're having a lovely day, and if you're not, just always know it will get better. Speaking of that, I was thinking, how could we progress as people? Because we do a lot of this stuff, media on the news and all of the rhetoric, and we can get informed and aware and still do nothing. How about just being in the solution? And my example is, um, for instance, get my mind right. Woo! Okay. I hope everybody can hear me. I just do. It would be such a travesty if you couldn't. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Don't follow me. Follow me, people. Work with me. I have two screens here. Setting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to set my studio up back at home. I've came out here and gotten inspired. Audio, right? Yeah. Microphone check. Okay, yeah. We're good. We in the building. All right. I'm still gonna linger around here a minute or two before I start saying anything that I don't want to have to say twice. You like my teacher look? Should I go with the teacher look? Good morning, students. This is Miss Brandy, and I'm here to teach you about the BS in life and how to live in the solution. Okay. So we learn a lot, like in the media. Like I told you the other day, we have to take a break from it because we'll lose our freaking minds. You know what I mean? And that's how they send a lot of fear, a lot of BS, and you have to be able to decipher through all of that to get to the truth. Now, in order to have solution, you must know what's even going on around you. I'm not going to coddle anybody here. I'm really going to ask some really hard hitting questions here. What the is going on here? Are we? You can put stuff in people's faces all day long and tell them all the concerns. And I'm going to fucking go there right now. Excuse my language. I'm not a cursor. I blame it on COVID. Ever since this pandemic hit, it requires a few hard, you know. I'm sorry. Um, sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. I don't judge nobody because no one is fitting enough. Not even the people that run this shit is even equipped or fitting to say who's better than and who's not. To me, that sounds like silliness, like somebody that tried to create education missed some education. But I'll carry on. Um, 'Cause you can be educated all day long. It just depends on what you're educated in. You can be educated on being a mass murderer. I mean, education is a tool, but what are you being educated on? With some real life skills? Okay. Where are they? Because if that was the case, look at the world around us. Put two and two together. Let's start here. Education, right? Been sold to us as soon as we hit, popped out, boop, life. So before you could even say Google Gaga, you already in somebody's daycare. Okay. Being conformed already. But we'll start there. Now just think about education in general. Yeah, it's benefited some people. It's not about education. It's about what you're being educated on. Let's not get it twisted. When you remove the word education or when somebody says education ain't, it's actually the education you're being served up. Let's get that correct. You have to question what is being embedded in yourself and the past and now in the future. There is no excuse from here on out. Shit, before then, but since my show, I'm gonna say from right here, there is no excuse for our children not to be educated the way they should be. Plain and simple. I don't care how many school boards you stand in front of and they don't agree. You basically tell them it was their choice in the first place. You have the choice of how to educate your child. You, we got ourselves in this situation because once you allow someone to treat you the way you let them treat you, then there they go. We know if you're educated how this really works. And what we did was let a monster out the bag. Don't you know how the Constitution amendments, and then you get the people say, "Oh, it doesn't apply to black people." Let's, you know what? Every Here we go again with the bull crap. Let's start owning the shit. Let's not go there. Let's take it as we should as human beings. You can't sit around and be waiting for people to give you stuff. I'm a human being and you're going to treat me like one. If not, we're going to have lots and lots of problems because there should be no way where somebody is deprived and sitting here begging to be treated like a human being. Unalienable rights? I think not. It's God-given rights. You're a human being. You demand it. Okay. There's no structure that should be able to tell a human being when to eat, how to eat. If they can, they cannot. And if you allow it, then who are you really mad at? The government or yourself? Hmm. I'm not too fond of them either. I never really have been, but I don't give them all the blame. Like I said, people will treat you how you allow them to treat you. If they don't care about you, put two and two together. I see idiots running about climbing buildings that has nothing to get off the building and go home and raise your family. None of that was necessary. Let me see. Where else can I go? Uh, that the rhetoric that we do to one another over voting. Vote, go home, take care of your families. Because in this country, you have voting rights. No one said that you had to vote the same. But then you have this game they play. They beep, 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 get in your head, and then they got you out here fighting. Don't give crap. When somebody cares about somebody, do you know that they try to eliminate their pain? Do you know that they don't want to see them out here acting a fool? So therefore, the things that we say we're proud of and we're fighting for, will they fight for you? I'll leave that one off there for a second. Just saying, what you're willing to fight for, is it willing to fight back for you? We should not ever put ourselves in a situation where we're giving more of ourselves than we are to our own children. And don't try to say, I'm doing it for my children, and you didn't even ask them. If we paid more attention, and this is coming from a parent too, that's learning every day through mistakes and understanding and looking at the world around us. We can't hide our children from truth, but we can't be easy on them either. because if we don't, then the world will be. And so we have to like go hard. Like I know some people just think that they just want to give their kids such the best that they don't want. You just have to not. We have to pay more attention. We have to be more visual, but we have to also not be too soft, and we have to go hard on them. And hard is like sometimes when you go in a corner and cry a little bit. You're like, oh my, such horrible, but it's not because think about how cruel the world is. And those excuses they give us, the world is gonna laugh at you, and even if you had a great one, they're still gonna find a way. It is not peaches and cream and rainbows and sunny stars out here. And there's no parent on this planet that should be trying to sell that. Now, you don't want to scar your child. We get it. Allow them to be children, but give it to them in their in their way. Just like this whole, I would say to each its own, but I'm gonna keep it 100 because that's what I do. When we grew up, I'm gonna say we because I think for the most part we all in this together on some things. We should be we didn't have no one pandering to us about, let's say, like from the ages 1 to when puberty, when it was time to have these talks. Now you're having talks with 5-year-olds about gender. I don't care what planet, what sanctuary, what throne you sat on or hopped up off of. It is not okay. You can call me if you like to talk about it. It's not okay because a child should be able to be developed as a child should. And if they have these questions, then you should answer them. I think a lot of times parents should answer them. Then sometimes that gets a little questionable because some people just don't got together. So I understand, and that's why that saying it takes a village. Make sure you are involved in the village that's around you. That's all I'm saying. So many excuses that you can make for not doing better or trying, especially if you're gonna open your mouth and talk about it. Be about it. Part one. I wish I can like push a button and take a break. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. You know, we should just be better people to one another, to ourselves. I know that there's this, you either believe in God or you don't. I don't think that we should ever be in a position where we're arguing, fighting over, but that's what people do. That's why a lot of people be like, I didn't do politics. I didn't do religion. I get it. Certain time, certain place. But the fact is, I don't think God was like, I don't do humans right. I don't do, you know what I mean? So I'm just putting that out there. Because let me tell you something, just because you don't believe it, don't make it not true. So just think about it. Pay attention to more than what you was raised on. Because if you are living your life based off of what you were taught, okay, I get it, and that's why we should be more attentive and more mindful when we raise our children. Because a lot of things we see today tracks back to how you was raised. I don't care what you say. Do your homework. I bet you'll find that. So don't try to sell me on the bullshit. I do my homework. I read. That's all. I'm a nerd, and when I say nerd, I'm promoting the nerd life because a lot of people always find ways to bring down somebody that smartsy and all that stuff, and then people. I don't want to get off track. We'll touch on that later. you know, but that's what's going to happen there. You're going to track back to the inside or where your values and how you were raised. I would like to promote something really quick though. Um, my dear friend Kevin Douglas, right? He did a documentary. I met him in 2019 in the beginning of my journey, and I think he was like almost like my first like interview. It's called Where I Learned It From You, and it's a documentary. I'm gonna give you some tidbits because I would like you to go to go to Tubi. So this year he won. First of all, I want to say I'm so proud of him. He won a few awards. It's a documentary. Also, if you would like to get a hold of the digital documentary, let me know. I still have one that's like you can gift somebody with. Um, and he has a series this year, and he's doing amazing. He has it out on Tubi because he wants it to be accessible to everyone. He realized that everybody doesn't have Prime or you know can pay for it, whatever the situation is. Tubi, I condone Tubi. I've been rocking with Tubi for years. Like I was like, why? What's going on here? How come more people don't know about this? Tubi's amazing. Um, so check that out. It's called "I Learned It From You." It's a documentary. I had him on twice. We did like a reunion. I'm actually going to reach out to him again today to see if we can do a Q&A or like something more because he opened my eyes with I learned it from you, and it explains a lot. Now if you heard what I was just saying a minute ago and you take that title and how we talk about what we learn, our beliefs and why we believe what we believe, then you'll get it. I also did an interview with some of the people from that documentary. Most of the cast was Michael Dyer. Shouts out, love him. He's so funny. Also, hey hon, how you doing? I need to talk to you too. Today's a big day. I got to get back to Dago. I love it here, but I got to get back to Dago because I got a lot of stuff put together there. But Michael Dyer, um, Stephen Knowles, Meredith, Miriam, yeah, Miriam Meredith. I haven't gotten her yet because she's such a busy woman that I'm going to have her soon though. But just even being able to like, even be in contact with her, and we still have our day. I can't wait to have her on. And there's another fellow, a woman that I haven't spoken to yet, but also I have Kevin himself. Let's see, who else I have. Yeah, 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 yeah. Did you hear that? Felt like a crash or something. I don't know. Um, Thank you. Hi, George from Spain. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. Spain, what's the weather like right now? It just sounds like Spain would just have some amazing weather right now. Like, sounds all exotic. I just have this whole traveling thing going on in me right now. Even it's not like this is my first time traveling somewhere, but in this mind state, we get older, we have different mindset, and in this mindset, I'm just all for life and living it because it's trying to take us out, y'all. Hot day a lot. Yeah, that seems to be going on around this. I know it's humid as heck. Like I thought it was rare, but like I know like it'd be rare like in San Diego when it first of all it rarely rains, rarely, and then it's hot. That's weird to me. Here it'll be storming, then the sun's up and it's humid. It's crazy. I love the rain though. We rarely see it in Cali. We rarely see it. I'm starting to be a whole lot more into our weather. Saying we got to start knowing what to teach our kids. What in the world wide web is going on with my sweater? Anywho, yeah, for sure, Kara. Yeah, are you? What's your availability today? Because I do want to talk to you today because I have something coming up today. You said it rains a lot, but now it's dumber. I okay. So it's I'll get TV. Okay, I hope I'm saying it right. iOS get TV or I. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna jump to the question. So you're on Twitch. So are you you're obviously a gamer, right? PM Eastern. Okay, for sure. So PS Eastern for any time after 2:30. I'm gonna write that down because I have so much going on. Are you in season two? That's what's up. Yeah, I would love to come on. I gotta have you on mine. My I got a lot of show. We need to talk because then you'll understand me a lot better. I'm a YouTuber more than gamer. Okay, so I'm more. I'm more than a you better preach. Okay, you said I'm more than a YouTuber, more than a gamer, and you do music. Okay, that's what's up. What kind of music do you do? I have to go on Twitch. I really use my Twitch, and then I don't know how that works. If you follow somebody, or how that works, or if you see me on Twitch, did you have to follow me to do this? You got to school me because I don't know a lot about Twitch. I just know I have my account. I used to go on there to watch. I think I went live once. No, I tried. I went live. I went on somebody else's live, and then I was following this very interesting girl. I might just bring her up right now because I didn't understand. I can't remember her name, but when I saw her, I said, "Oh, it's happening here." Okay, so let me write this down. 2:30 p.m. Kira. I love that Kira Ann. Like my Brandy Joy. I like those first name, middle names and stuff. My family, they call me BJ, right, for Brandy Joy. The story was because my grandma, rest in peace, could not remember my name, like Brandy Joy Singleton. And so that's what I heard. So they start calling me BJ. So that's what my family calls me, BJ. And then I have an uncle that'll say Brandy Joy. And then my mom would say it sometimes. My sister, I'll tell you that story, what she calls me. It's quite funny. But yeah, so with my grandma, they said that. I remember one day I told somebody that I think it was on the school bus and junior high going to school, and they was like, "Well, just you should just got her hooked on phonics." And I was just thinking like, and that just made that whole story stood out to me because somebody thought they made a joke and was like, "Should have got her hooked on phonics." I guess that was a hooked on phonics time. You know, you like me? Oh, thanks. I like you too. Yes, you interesting. I'm interesting for you. I'm interested for me too. I'll tell you, if you knew what was going on in this head, I'll charge tickets. I'll charge rides. That admission to. But no, seriously, my sister, you know what my big sister calls me? All right. Y'all ever seen the movie, the TV show, movie, The Addams Family? Da 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 da. All right. So, you know, cousin It? So my sister either calls me B, just like B, or It, right? I never got offended by it. She just picked it up because you know it's my big sister, so she'd be like, "It, just call me It." She's the only person that could ever say it. If anybody else ever said, it, I'd be like, but it's as if she said to me, Brandy, BJ, sis, or no, she called me B, sis. No, I'm gonna take B out of it. I haven't heard her call me that in a long time. Not bitch, okay? So B like for Brandy or sis. She calls me sis a lot or it. And so it's as if she said sis to me, and I'm like, huh? I respond to it. That's crazy. And that's been happening for over a century. I don't know how long, but yeah, she'll just say it, and huh? I'll respond to it. It's like, it's nothing I can ever react to, get mad, tell you as my sister. And she was able to get away with it. And it never offended me in the slightest bit. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Did you? Okay, you just spoke a BLJ. What's that say? Are you teaching me a language? Is that in Spain? Am I being ignorant right now? No, I am being ignorant. No, BJ. Just like Brandy Joy Singleton. So it'll be B, then J, and then S, like BJS. But my family just you know, yeah, there you go. Uh-huh. And so everybody just calls me BJ. And then like sometimes when the family members or people are introduced into the family, and if they try to say BJ, sometimes I'll be like, it hits a certain way. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like it. Like, are you even ready for calling me that? Like, did you even know? It's rare that's happened. A lot of times people call me BJ in the family, like maybe like a new wife or husband, you know what I mean? Or I meet my new cousins, their family, and they say BJ. It's very welcoming because I'm like, you in, you family, you married to the, you know? But like, if I ever heard my family start calling me not like something else, there's certain people that can get away with calling me Brandy. Not very too many. If somebody that always called me BJ called me Brandy, it'd be weird. I'd be like, don't do that. I don't know if I would, but that's why I'm very respectful of people's names. Like if I screw them up, I'm like, so sorry. Please help me, because I think names are your whatever you respect yourself. Your name is not even just like a god, like the name that your birth given name. It's it's how you identify yourself. And I never want to like show disrespect, so I always show like I'm just trying to say your name, so never think it's personal. That's true. I have a story for that. Also, so with my initials of my name, people would make fun. Even my own mother, rest in peace, she would say like BS, BJS, but she'd go to BS like bullshit, right? The one time in school, I went to medical school, and my son was already born. No, I was pregnant with my son when I was in at school for medical. I remember my teacher saying my name. She said Brandy Joy. And she was like, "Oh, your initials, BJ." And she was referring to what you just said, which you are so, you must know I'm a very open minded person, because anybody else could have been like, "Sir, I never." But I know how to take a joke. But it's true. Those are those initials. You're right. You're right. You said what? I, I, wait, what was you really asking me in that question? Yeah, yeah, it's casual because my name is Brandy Joy. Now you do realize that's why BJ is my initials, right? Because my middle name is Joy. First name B, Brandy B J. Yeah, it's all good. You cool, you cool. I like you. I like you. But yeah, and I appreciate you joining into my live too. That's pretty dope. That's what's up. I try not to keep people too long. So let me ask you a question. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. It's all good. We still good. We still good. Patty cake. Thank you. Since you're interacting with me, I'm going to ask you a question. I don't know if this is your. I'm asking you two questions. What made you click onto my live? Number one, and number two, do you think I should do one every day? Because I'm a podcaster. I do a lot of audio. Just this year and the end of last year, I had a very great. I would call him a mentor, Darren Bruce. Shouts out. Okay, I got to get a hold. I love him to pieces. Started to open my eyes more to video. He has a lot of experience, and he shared a lot of his knowledge with me, and I took a lot of that and changed things and adapted and so I'm doing that, and I just want to know what you thought about it. And I'm talking to you, iOS Get TV. You got to help me out. I don't know if I'm saying it right, or should I just say, "Oh, thanks." So stop. Should I do it every day? Thank you. But should I do it every day? Come on, tell me. And don't tell me that just because you want to hear it, or hear, or just because you think that's what I want to hear. I want to know the truth, like from someone on the other, and listening to the cast. Would you want to see me every morning? Second question. Second question is, should I do a live show every day? And should I do okay, now it's going into a third. And should it be morning? Because I go live a few times, but with this in general, I mean, and if you like it, and since you're in here, you know, you and the lovely Miss Kara, and there was people last night too, I would like to know if you would want to see it again, or hear me again, because I got a lot of stuff to talk about, trust me. And I want to share something with you guys too before I go. Okay. Guess okay. Well, guess what you just did here? You were involved in making the choice, helping me make a choice of starting my daily live on Twitch and everywhere else. I think I'm on YouTube and Facebook right now too, under Real Wise and under mine. So thank you. I'm gonna be dedicated to it now. Just because you said you like to see me. Okay, I appreciate that. But I did want to say, and I gotta find more information, but there is something that has happened that's been very exciting, and that is that we have the Real Wise Productions. Actually, we're on Stuck on My Mind podcast with my brother and partner in crime, Mr. Wise from Stuck on My Mind podcast, and Real Wise Radio, Real Wise TV, Real Wise Production. He has a TV show now, and we were on the TV show a few nights ago, and it was so fun. It's because we had no idea what we were doing. It was me, Poppy J, and Wise, and it was just the experience in general because it was real TV, commercial, all that stuff. And I think I'm going to give you guys a website link later so you can go check it out. It was our very first one, but it's going to become a consistent TV show. So I'm excited about that. Every time I think about it right now, I start giggling in my head because it was whenever you do something for the first time and then you look back, like when you become more experienced and then you look back and you see your first one, it's always just, and knowing that that was the first one, it'll never be another. It was too funny and just a great experience. You help me and what you mean. That's what I'm talking about. Support. Maybe you could come on one day. You gotta let me know if you want to hop on. I can give you the what do you call it, an invitation to come on. But you just let me know if you're comfortable with that, and we'll see what we could do. And let's just talk. You open to that? I don't know when, or you can inbox me if you'd like. You can Brandy Singleton Facebook. You can find me there also because I got to figure. I can't remember my Twitch password. you know. Okay, yeah. So I do have to ask you a question, and I let me know if this is too forward or not. But I would like to know. I have to ask you, how old are you? You don't have to even give me the exact age. Are you over 17? I'm gonna wait to answer. Just a question. All right, cool. We can rock. Okay. So yeah, just let me know and definitely find my you're on my Twitch. I just gotta find my password. But if you would like to follow me on YouTube, it's under Brandy J's Storytime, and then Real Wise TV. That's on YouTube, and Facebook is I think just Brandy Singleton. Do I flirt with young boys usually? Oh no, I don't flirt in general, but no. I mean, and if I were to, there's definitely an age factor. How old do you think I am? I'll wait. What's 344? You think I'm 344? Oh, 34? That's nice. That's nice. But it's up there. I'm just go ahead and tell you. 42. I'm 42. I'll be 43 this year. Yeah, 43 this year. That was weird that something flashed right there when I said that. I'm very intuitive and very mindful of stuff, but hey, when you got the good Lord, what you gonna do? But yeah, I'm 42. Yes, 40. You said I suppose for your nick. Okay, explain what that means. About look more young, but look more young. Thank you. I try. Some people pay, and some people just exuviate from the inside and shine through the outside. That's what it's about. It's about how you feel about yourself inside, and then you'll find out that you don't need to go get all them shots and shit in your face and do all that other stuff. Try loving yourself. I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm just recommending it first. I'm gonna get off here for somebody don't like me no more. Brandy Joy 42. Yes, Brandy Joy 42. That is Instagram. You can also, if you go to my Instagram, you'll put Brandy Joy 42. Okay. So thank you for definitely, and to answer that other question one more time. You said, do you flirt with young boys usually? No. First of all, I don't even flirt with boys. Okay, no, I don't flirt with boys because I'm a grown woman, so I only do woman stuff. I don't. It's unfortunate that there's men out here, men that are boys, like grown men. But yeah, I don't flirt with young boys. I teach. I have a young boy as the hell. How did I not see that? I have a young boy, teenager. So yeah, a young man. It's a son. I mean, a young. I'm a mother to a young man. Okay, yeah, definitely check me on Instagram. And once again, thank you for coming in. And I definitely will be back another time, or what, tomorrow, right? No, I teach children. I'm not teaching anymore. I used to prior COVID. For everything got shut down for like 9.5 years. So I was in the education system. So it's been a little different right now, but I've been putting my energy into starting my business and becoming more self just doing what all human beings should do. Just take care of themselves, love themselves, and don't try your best not to have to hand out your hand to a world that don't give a crap about you. But that's another story. Did I answer all your questions? Yes. So I used to be a teacher prior to this. But we can definitely talk more. You can follow me on Instagram, and yeah. And thank you for stopping through. I really appreciate it. It's good getting to know you. Okay, I'll go and check it out. I'll go check you out. You have a blessed day, and I'll be back on tomorrow, I guess, right? Sometimes I do randoms in the middle of the day, but I will definitely try to keep this one regular. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, and you take care. And to everybody else, thank you for tuning in. If you're just now tuning in, you never know when I'll pop back on. I have so many different platforms, apps. I will be updating my bio. It's called a flow page. So just so you can find me on everything, I'm on Haps, Twitter, Clubhouse, Green Room, uh, Spoon. What else? What's that other one? I gotta get better at this. There's so many. I'm on hundreds. And when I say that, I'm not playing. I have a whole radio show that's dedicated to me being an app hoarder. So beams, that's a mini angle. That's a room, a place where I go do social. It's like a social audio. You said you have live rooms and stuff. That's a family over there for me. And so check out Angle. If you don't want to download the app, you can still get a link to go on, check it out. I would recommend it if you are into broadcasting or doing live audio, then that would be the first place I would say to go. Yes, we all love some Clubhouse, but let's not act like Clubhouse and got a lot going on over there. I go over there. I have two places I go over there, three actually. There's a lovely young lady in the entertainment field, and she hosts great rooms over in Clubhouse. Her name is Honey Shakur. So I definitely drop by and see what's going on in her room because trust is going to be something beneficial. Shout out to Honey Shakur. Also, is it OGT? I just got to get better at this. Goodness, but it's a room over, and then there's DJ. He talks about manifestation and your own happiness, and it's just he's a black man, and he does a wonderful job. And I did say black man just to make sure because I wanted to say that, and so I was making the point is Clubhouse has its benefits, but Angle is more intimate. You can control. You have control. Like if you're over in Clubhouse, you can but everybody's interactive. You create the room. You talk about what you talk about. Please be almost an expert in what you're talking about, but don't be shy. They do a lot of art rooms where you can visually see it. So if you're ever interested, and you need more guidance or questions about Angle, I'll answer them for you and I'll guide you over because it's really a nice place. There's other apps I would love to talk about, but that's for the app show. So until then, oh, loves you too. And now I got to get off of here because now you're just making me just feel just too special. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And I'll check you out on Instagram. I'll go over right now. And thank you so much. And you guys have a blessed day. Peace out. Shouts out to, please go check out www. Real Wise T. Nope. Let me try this again. www.realwiseradio.com or go to the iOS store and get the app or go to Google Play Store and you can get the app from there and you'll always have us. All right. Peace. I'll definitely check out your message. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye, guys.